Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be happy? Hey guys, first of all, I'm not trying to imitate Gary Vee, as he is the man, the goat, the fire. And you might be wondering why I am using this green umbrella. It's just that I want to see how a green screen effect would look like. Just kidding. I'm taking you guys through this backyard tour while I also talk about how much I respect and love Gary Vee, what I learned from it, so that it's going to change your life as well.
So to me, hustle would be putting all your effort into achieving the goal at hand. And for me, that means making every minute count.
So number one thing that comes to our mind when we see Gary Vee is be humble and hustle.
I remember syrup sandwich.
And I think I discovered the secret to it. And the secret is that anyone can do it. And it's right, because from a neuropsychology standpoint, our brain is designed to love doing hard things. Maybe you have experienced that before, and we call it the state of flow. You lost track of time because you're so engaged in what you're doing. Anyone can do it, no matter how hardworking you claim to be in. In fact, some people get addicted to it. That's why they get addicted to games and all that, because it is somehow tough and challenging. The reason why some people may not love the hustle is because short term, it is pretty uncomfortable to do that. Instead, we chase for short-term pleasure things. For example, parties and buying materials. We'll get more into it later in this video. Gary said he works 15 hours a day straight, no weekends. And I think that is totally possible for any human being to do, as long as you totally love the process and you are committed into your goal so much that you don't even care about the results, but you only care about the process. And in fact, honestly, that's how I feel. Like right now, my traps are tired and I've been video editing most of the time, working on my school stuff, reading, and working on building my coaching business, my print-on-demand business and such, but I could do it all day. And that is because I love doing it. I don't need another pastime. If you totally love what you're doing, if you're so committed into your goal that you don't consider the results even that much anymore because you just love doing it so much, you will totally love hustle. And that is what Gary says. You gotta love the process, the grind, and you gotta fall in love with the flow state. That is what I would add to it. Chase for that long-term fulfillment over the short-term pleasures.
I believe that 98% of the people in this arena right now buy too much dumb shit.
Another advice that Gary gives is to live below your means. And you will see that in America, we're such a materialistic society. People buy things just to impress other people, for other people to think that you're rich and you're living the dream life. And that's why most people are living paycheck to paycheck, working at a job that you don't like, you feel suffocated, but you're still doing it because you have to pay those bills. And personally, I have 3 solid reasons why you should stop buying so many things. For one reason, those material will distract you from your main goals. And I heard that from another YouTuber named Alex Becca. He said those material will actually distract you from doing that hustle. And for me or other entrepreneurs, that would be on building the business. Instead of building the business, we would be trapped with all those material, taking care of those material and giving brain space to those material things, making decisions for those extra things. So that is going to take focus out away from doing what you love. You can see that, for example, Steve Jobs, he wears the same color shirt, the same type of jeans every single day, so he doesn't have to think about it and he could just go to work and do the thing that he loves. That is what I'm going for. If you see on my YouTube channel or my Instagram, I barely have lots of clothes. I wear the same shirt adulting over and over again because my school on my senior year, they give shirts out for free. Do I care what people think? Oh, I'm just a baby wearing an adulting shirt? No, because I don't care about what people think, just like what Gary said. And another reason why I stopped purchasing things and why I think Gary is so right in terms of making people stop buying lots of stuff, things you can't afford, is that one, it's going to enhance that brain behavior where you chase for short-term pleasures. Maybe you can relate to that feeling when you get something online and you open that new package, you get that brief happiness, but it doesn't last long. It fades away and then you chase for another things again, and it's like that endless pattern that is going on. You will never get enough of it, and that will keep you again away from doing the things you love, the things that you need to do in order to be successful in life. And third, I have also heard another advice somewhere out on Instagram, like a business page, saying that poor people jump on trends and they buy things based on those trends. That's why they created all those trends. Society makes up those trends so that, more people will buy, more people will consume, and the economy will keep growing. But instead, rich people, on the other hand, will make use of those trends. For example, looking up on Google Trends on what products would be popular the next 3 months so that you can supply that demand. That is a totally life-changing mindset. So that's what I'm trying to promote as well, to create more than you consume. And Gary Vee just says it all. Another thing Gary taught me is to be more self-aware. So many people lack self-awareness. They don't know what actually makes them happy, so that they seek for what other people tell them and what other people says it's going to make you rich. They do it. What other people perceive it something, a pursuit of happiness, then they pursue it without actually knowing what they actually feel. Because going for what you actually love, it is uncomfortable. You will see judgment. People may sometimes think you're crazy because you are who you are and you are pursuing what you totally love, not listening to anyone else. Gary's just like that. He says tune it out. You have to stop judging yourself and stop listening to judgment to you from other people. Ask yourself, what is going to make you happy? What is going to make you feel fulfilled? And how can you serve other people in a unique way of being yourself, where you will love what you do while you also serve other people in your own way? And how can you be happy? It's all the questions that you have to ask yourself. That helps with if you are building a personal brand as well, or starting a business. And for me, my story is before, I used to feel kind of trapped by my niche. And what I meant by that is that if you look at on Instagram before, I mostly talk about the science of, gaining muscle and all that. While I totally absolutely love that, I just validate my self-worth based on what other people are commenting. So people are commenting oh, it is so helpful, you always come up with a great fact. Then I perceive myself that I always have to be that person. I can't talk about other things like self-awareness and passion and all other business related things, in addition to fitness as well. In fact, we are multifaceted human beings, and you can't just be in one niche. If people want fitness only, they can follow there are a million other fitness accounts as well, but you have to define yourself, make yourself stand out from what you really love doing, and then just express yourself out. Don't be scared of what people might judge, and stop just putting yourself into a box. You have to just be yourself. And I saw a tweet from Gary the other day. He was even talking about how he had a really long pee, and I was like, wow, he really doesn't care about what other people think. And really, he's such a living example of it. People love you for who you are and how you express yourself to the world, and because you are unique. And number 4 is to judge yourself less and know your self-worth. He said so many people overvalue money, and we put money on a pedestal. And that's why some people think, we're not worth it. We don't have self-worth until we become a millionaire or until we make 6 figures. But in reality, you will get there. You just have to keep trying. You will get there. And everybody has to start from 0 unless you're born with that rich load of money. And you gotta embrace your early days. There are precious things that are going on around you. For example, what's more important than money? Could be your health of your family. Stop basing your self-worth too much based on productivity. Even though we talked about hustle, that he said, it's okay to sometimes not be productive. We just have to love ourselves more and not blame ourselves, and not make it a big deal if sometimes we get unproductive and such. Yeah, he taught me that if you judge yourself less, then you will be happier as well. And don't listen to what other people judge yourself. Tune and mute those out. Of course, for what he represents, he is a social media entrepreneur and an investor for who he is, what he does. Like, he inspires us to show up more on social media. We can leverage social media for growth in anything, whether it could be a business or whether, you know, you just want to pursue a traditional career like a physical therapist, for example. With social media, you can get more clients or more patients. You can do so many things because you get the attention of so many people. So that is why he said just continue pumping out more. Some people worry too much about the quality of videos, but he said sometimes that quality is all inside your head. Maybe what you think is not quality might be quality for someone else. So just make. Let the market decide. And that is why I am filming outside. Second of all, Gary said, it doesn't matter if you have a potato camera or not. It's not going to define the quality of words that come out of your mouth. So your intention is what even matters more. That is why I'm just showing you up and trying to provide value to people as much as I can. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to pump out one YouTube video a day if I can, unless the video crashes or something upset. I'm trying my best to show up, and hopefully we'll reach 4,000 watch hours. But even if not over this summer, like, it doesn't matter, because maybe someone will stumble across one of my videos and their life could change completely, just like how my life was changed after I've been following Gary Vee for over 2 years. So yeah, that is what my channel is all about. It's about improving yourself physically while also working on our mental side so that we improve inside out and become the best version of ourselves, where we become happy and healthy and fulfilled and successful, everything that you have dreamed of. I really hope you get something value out of my videos. Thank you so much. And yeah, don't forget to like it and subscribe, because it really helps the algorithm and more people can see it, more people can get value out of it. So thank you so much, and I will see you on my next video.